It's getting to be that time of year where you're gonna want a little chili in your bowl, whether it's for the game or whether it's cold outside. Now it's 95 degrees here in Southern California, so I'm thinking this is probably more for some, game day eats, but I'm not trying to warm my insides up, man. Oof, too damn hot. Anyway, guys, we're gonna use our Ninja Foodi for this one. This way we can get a little pressure cook on it, so it's gonna taste like it cooked all day. It really only took 45 minutes. So, if you do not have a Ninja Foodi, grab your Instant Pot, grab what other pressure cooker you have, but that's the best way to do this. For all the ingredients and prep, it will be down below in the video description, so make sure you click that show more button so you can see what we're doing here. But some things I'm gonna talk about. We are using some smoked brisket, a little bit of leftover smoked brisket I have. I did a video on my barbecue channel on how to smoke brisket. Click that link right there and you can check out how I did that brisket. We are using a boxed chili mix. Now, Carol Shelby's boxed chili mix. Guys, this is pretty much the only mix I use, okay? I'll put a link down below to Amazon so you can grab you a box, but I found this at my local grocery store. We are going to saute our onions and garlic in a little bit of beef Wagyu tallow, because I have some. If you guys don't have the tallow, just use a little bit of vegetable oil in there while you're sauteing up everything, okay? Now, this is a very simple recipe. It's basically we're just putting everything in that Foodi and getting it going, okay? So, come along down to the Ninja Foodi station, otherwise known as my kitchen island. Let's get this chili started. One more note before we get started. I'm using some cooked smoked brisket already, okay? It's already cooked, already tender, you know, been through the whole cooking process. If you do not have leftover brisket to use and you're buying meat that's not been cooked, we're gonna add an extra hour of time, okay? Add an extra hour of time to your pressure cooking, okay? That'll make whatever chunks of meat or, whatever nice and tender, okay? So just keep that in mind. And I'll put a note down below for that too, because not everybody has leftover brisket laying around, right? Right, okay, let's get started. Team, we got this Foodi on. We're gonna use our dial here, put it on the sear saute mode. There we go. Start, let it come up to temp. All right, we're gonna add about a couple tablespoons of that Wagyu tallow. That mixed around in here and melted down. Get those onions in. Give these a couple minutes, get a little translucent, a little cook through, maybe a little color. And then we'll add our garlic. Onions are getting a little bit of color going on in there. Let's go ahead and add our minced garlic in there. Like I always say, it doesn't matter who minces it. Only about 30, 45 seconds. We don't want that garlic to burn. Next up, we'll add our brisket. Let's give this a mix for a little bit. This mixed around and warmed through. Only about 2 or 3 minutes. Now the brisket doesn't need to be cooked through or anything like that. We're just kind of mixing on the flavors, getting the brisket warm through, get some of that fat kind of reducing out of there too, right? So if you were using, little pieces of stew meat or whatever, you would brown them off, but you don't need to spend that much time if you already have the smoked brisket. Got it? Cool. All right, we're gonna go in with our rotel too. Just kind of building the flavors as we go here, letting all those tomatoes kind of get a little heat on them, the little chilies in there. And if you guys don't like chilies, by all means, just use some like fire roasted tomatoes, but I like having chilies in my chili, so we're gonna let those kind of get to know each other for another 2 or 3 minutes. We're not like cooking them all the way through or anything. Went ahead and turn the sear saute off. There's enough heat in here to get it where we want it to be. Okay, it's gonna start cooling down. It'll come up to pressure a lot quicker too, because we've already, got it fired up. I'm gonna give it a cup of beef stock. This way, just plain by itself in here. And then we're gonna add the beef stock. It's 2 cups. I put that masa from the chili mix in. Get that in there. It's gonna help thicken it up. We'll just give this a quick stir. All right, time to add the rest of our stuff. We got our little chili mix, the spices mix from the box. There's a little bit of cayenne in here that we're gonna add just a little bit, or half the bag. A little bit of cayenne. Going with a little bit of hot sauce that I like. It's gonna be a little spicy, but it ain't gonna knock your socks off. Got some W sauce. Going with a little bit of Uncle Steve's SPG. It's about a tablespoon or so. All right, just give it a mix. Time to get this thing pressure cooking. We're gonna slide that slide over. We've sealed the top part already. We're on the pressure setting. We're gonna take that timing to 30 minutes. Hit start. I got a head start with the pressure part of it because it's so hot in there. So it'll go 4 more of those little dots and you'll see the countdown backwards, okay? It's doing this thing, it's getting that pressure building in there. It's gonna start, bringing everything together, combining all them give flavors, right? Once this is done, the countdown's done from 30 minutes to 0 seconds, we're gonna let it naturally release, okay? No real reason, it's just the way I do things with the chili. To give it a little chance to calm down a little bit. So in about 45-ish minutes, it'll be like that for you, but I'll be waiting around, all right? Come on back. Go ahead and hit this release just in case there's any pressure left. Nope, all done. Okay, we'll move that slide over. Take a look. Chili's all done. Let's go ahead and get it in a bowl and give it a try. Get a little cheese on top. A little green onion too. You can use white onion if you like, but I like green onion. All right, there's our dish. All right, y'all, we're ready to give this bad boy a try. Had to use a little towel to hold on to it. It's piping hot, but let's give it a try. I'm not going straight in. We're gonna blow on this a little bit so we don't burn our faces off. All right, cheers, y'all. Oh yeah, babe. Very good. Plenty of spice. It's got some heat. That smoked brisket in there. So tender, so good. Guys, you gotta give this a shot. So good. Good stuff, y'all. Definitely got the heat back there. And one more thing, because I know people are gonna at me in the comments. Beans do not belong in chili. I probably should have said at the beginning of the video when you're wondering where the beans at. Listen, I don't put beans in my chili. You want to, you're a crazy person, go ahead and put beans in there. But my chili is bean free, baby. All right, guys, like I said, ingredients are prepped down below, okay? If you guys wanna get yourself one of these one lid Ninja Foodies, I'll have a link down below to Ninja Kitchen. It's an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything more to use it, but it helps out your boy. For knives, cutting boards, merch, all that good stuff, links are all down below. If you would like to become a show producer, we have 2 ways. You can either hit the join button right next to the subscribe button. Should have already hit by now. Or you can hit that Patreon. I'll have a link down below for that too. Either way, it helps out your boy and helps you become a show producer. Right on. Get your name scrolling in front like all these wonderful people. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.